human nature not to live for what you feel is right, what you feel is interesting and fun. What are you trying to say? Keep it straight. Is it too late to live like you want to live? If you understand it, start living by your own code of conduct. The world is a cold place, and it's about to get colder because of the impotence of those with power to change it. The ice we are standing on gets thinner by the minute, and soon humanity might as well have to learn to swim. Personality. Yeah, you did not stand a chance to change the world, and my sim isn't to blame. Well, if it's all so terrible, go show everyone off, live the way you love to live. Yeah, I mean, if you're bitching about things, I mean, you gotta go and do what you gotta do. Seriously, well, I did hear that the only lonesome shooting stars have the opportunity to break the mold, but you actually believe I can go my separate way after living with the society for so long? Ha, I'll tell you anything you're willing to believe, just get back to the mycelium. Honestly, I'm just fooling around with your mind, you will never achieve anything. Personality, you think I would lie to you? I mean, damn, these options are kind of weird. Hmm. Personality, you think I would lie to you? Says, you know what? You're damn right. If I move out, maybe I'll catch Helen's caravan. Enough crying. Time to make the world a better place. Igor stands up and starts moving toward the exit. Seems like you made him change his life. Good luck and on your way. Well, if you don't think you're accomplishing anything where you're at, but you might somewhere else, go and do what you need to do. Because if you're where you're at and you're unhappy, you're just making other people unhappy. I mean, if the organization really is out to make people better, I mean, having him out do his thing, there you go. Unless Helen was just trying to snatch him up for her own resources. I think I probably screwed that quest up. As you know, she gives you a friendly smile. I've talked to Igor. So any progress? Tell me in your own words. Igor has set out on a long journey. He wants to spend the rest of his life serving the humanity. And what, he wants to do it on his own without the help of mycelium? What a weird idea. Let's see, nothing weird about it. You don't do anything useful anyway. Shrug, I don't know, perhaps it is weird. I agree, he's an idiot and will fail. This is his problem anyway, so you failed to convince him to come back. So we're trying to infiltrate this organization, so unfortunately I'm going to have to agree with her. It's so sad when people slip through fingers like sand. Every person has a function, a certain place in the organization. Every time we lose someone like this, it pushes us a step back. Yes, very tragic. What else we have on the agenda? Any other tasks? There is no bringing Igor back, but I can replace him. Look around patiently. So can I go? Okay. Oh, I didn't think of that. Maybe I can replace him. Because if he's an engineer, I'm really intelligent and I have technology skills. Aaron heaves a deep sigh and lapses into thought. At last, apparently having made a decision, she gives you a serious look. Well, you're right in this case. Let's test your skills for real. Look, we have a problem. After the bombing, the government got preoccupied with public health. They started to spread water filters among the civil population. Did it bring any results? Well, look around and decide for yourself. We learned that one of the trucks that had transported these filters had gone lost in our part of the waste. To be precise, on the way to the mainland, it got trapped in a mountain tunnel when the roof caved in. Your task is to make your way into the tunnel and bring me back a filter so we can reverse engineer it. Okay, I agree. Just tell me where I can find this tunnel. You hand the map over to Erdana, and she puts a cross at the location. She smiles and gives the map back to you. Sweet! This is the place. People can call it the Tunnel of Death. I hope the filters are there and you won't face any problems on your way. Wow. How did it get such a name? Yeah. I liked how you had all those microchips in the bunker that looked like water chips too. That was pretty cool. I ignore this nonsense. I think they call it because it just sounds cool. I do hope this is the case. Alright, bye. Water filters. Sound tasty. Alrighty, so let's head over here to the medical area. See if they got any money, because they buy armor for like buttloads of money. Barter. Okay, you only have 69. That's cool. You can have that and that. Boop. Thank you, ma'am. That's our friendly neighborhood young lady that we helped out. Or didn't help out. Gave a good time to, I guess would be more accurate. Don't interfere with him. Actually, I don't think I even talked to her when I was in here. A woman sitting at the table seems busy with some undoubtedly important papers. Having felt your arrival, she slowly, as if unwillingly, lifts her eyes from the papers and looks up at you. You're quick to notice a sign laid on her desk. It reads Dr. Zenata Petronova. Oh, that's cool. I mean, part of the adventure is figuring things out, too. But if you see that I'm struggling, go for it. Oh, damn, she's got some good stuff, too. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Hey, Doc, I need your help. I don't know whether or not you have talked to the other hospital staff, but here we treat only residents of our city. Everyone else needs to pay their hard-earned cash for all of our treatments. Tox poisoning treatment, 300 rubles. General body recovery, 100 rubles. Okay, let's change the subject. May I ask you a few questions? What is your research about? She looks at your enlightened face and finally nods dryly. All right, you seem like a smart young fellow. I'm working on a new kind of antidote. However, I need one last and very rare ingredient to start testing the medicine. And without this ingredient, I can't let this product hit the market. It would be just unethical. Continue to listen in silence. You can help me acquire these ingredients. However, first I have to ask you whether or not you're familiar with the art of disposing insects and spider-like mutants. Entomologist. Yes, I've been taught how to do it in exchange for a bottle of vodka. Fantastic! Well, in that case, listen, I'm working on a new antidote that is meant to be more effective and at the same time easier to make. Oh, come on over, Lukey. Come on over. Easier to make than the old pre-war antidote, and the only thing I am missing, and quite unpleasant, is this spider's lymph node. Guess what we have, Lukey? Spider lymph nodes. What a good puppy. You're so sweet. This is Lukey the doggy. He's an old doggy. He likes his attention, though. You a good buddy? Yeah. Oh. He likes to come over and get his pets once in a while. Give him a little pet. You good, buddy? Alright. You mind? Can I get back to playing? You good to go? Okay, you're good to go. Alright, don't fall. Continue. And just a regular giant spider isn't going to cut it. I have to be a lymph node from the Arachnophidus sylvictorus species. It was named by the hunter who first discovered them. It's a monster more scary than any spider, that's for sure. The Arachnidus lymph node contains a great amount of natural antidote. However, the mutant itself is very aggressive. I imagine it won't be willing to get up to the lymph node without a fight. It's good that I don't need a lot. 10 of them will do. Oh, joy. Where do I find these monsters? Arachnid can be found in the eastern regions of the waste in the bandit steppes. It's a deal. I'll take care of it. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Let's change the topic. May I ask some questions? Sighs and moves the papers to the side. Feel free. What is it that you do here? Tell me about the services. Okay. I think I'm good. That's it. See you later. So now we have to get spider parts. I think I already have 2, right? Or 1. Or is it on Fidel? I think it's... maybe it's on Fidel. But what the hell happened to him? I know I picked him up. I wonder if... did I sell them like an idiot? I bet you I sold them. God dang it. Son of... oh well. Life is what it is. Ooh. Oh. So, let's go over to the gun dealer, see if he's willing to buy anything. Oh wait. The last time I was in here, he told me to shove off. Well, he didn't tell me to shut off. He just pretty much told me he ain't buying any of what I'm selling. Oh wait. This is not the gun dealership. That is down here. Alrighty, so yeah, you ain't buying nothing, really. Cool. But you do have... damn, I wish he actually bought stuff for prices, because he has 3,000 rubles. Nope. Bye-bye. So we need 3,500 rubles to get into the bunker. Alright, I got a feeling we're going to have to go do a whole bunch of questing. Cool. I don't think I've been in here because I've only been out here at night. Or this door's been closed. Okay. Let's see what she has to say. Ooh. Requirement, intellect, left. So if I had 4 intellect, I can get +1 luck, strength, attention, endurance. The result of working on many magicians made from brass and improved with some broken glass. It holds great powers inside of it. So the question is, I lose 4 intelligence if I use this. Is that what that's saying? Does that affect my level up stuff? How much is 1? So it's 84. You getting feisty over there, buddy? Ah! Okay, so my intellect has to be less than 4 to get... okay, cool. So that's kind of cool. They actually made it so you can have a dumb playthrough. Just as brilliant. Okay, cool. That's cool. I mean, that's kind of awesome that you can actually have a dumb playthrough. And there's a benefit to actually having it. A dumb playthrough. Cool. In the dim-lit place, you don't immediately notice a dark-skinned, thin woman leaning over a crystal ball that's glowing from the inside. Slowly, the woman takes her gaze away from the crystal and raises her eyes, full of mystery, at you. She takes her time to speak. Her voice is deep and a bit husky. Another traveler dared to visit the cell of the enchantress and clairvoyant fortune teller Sarah. Are you brave enough to learn your future, to receive a priceless advice about what you need to do to win the favor of Mistress of Fortune? Or perhaps you want to purchase amazing lucky charms? Nice. Just as real amulets. You being feisty over there, dog? Yeah, you want to play, don't you? Okay. Fortune telling, lucky charms. Wait, perhaps you could first answer a few questions. Oh, I come to the wrong place. That's it. See you soon. Fortune-telling Lucky Charms. As if out of thin air, the fortune-teller gets an array of strange trinkets in her hands. Her eyes are sparkling in the darkness of the room. Fortune-telling Lucky Charms, make your choice. Oh, our whole life is a continuous choice. That is actually freaking true. Like, hardcore true. Tell me, Fortune Gypsy. I'm curious. Let's take a look. Tell me my fortune. First, cross my palm with silver. For my fortune-telling powers are telling me that you might run away without paying. It's 20 rubles. Alright. You hand the money to Sarah, the fortune teller. A moment later, ouch! You only blink once and the money is gone from your hand while the woman is already studying your palm with interest. We've got so much interesting story here, Hanson. I see a beautiful young woman. I see you marry her. You make her a queen. So many kids are born. I see. What else can you tell me? Give me another 20, borrow. Cross my palm with silver. I see. Here's the money. Give the money one more. A beautiful palm. I see you meet your sworn enemy. You'll have a battle, but you'll be victorious. I see. What else? Give me 30 rubles. Here, I see. Here's the money. Give the woman more money. You'll have happiness and joy. It's your palm that's telling me all this. Yeah. I guess that's what it will continue to tell. Let's change the subject. The gyppy flinches and look at you with dissatisfaction. What, you don't believe me, Hanson? Don't you know that magic doesn't work on those who think and doubt too much? Not just bad magic, but good one too, by the way? I didn't mean anything like that. Shrug coldly, a standard excuse for a charlatan. Instead of answering, the woman only purses her lips offended. If you don't like the idea of learning about your future, then why don't you go to that crook who shows linen mummy? He talks of the suburbs. It's to him that everyone comes these days. Wait, are you being strangled by competition? The fortune teller nods reluctantly. If only you knew to what extent, borrow. I can't catch my breath. Before, all people would come to me, and now travelers only visit this jackass. Alright. Danilo? Why is that word familiar? Alright. Maybe I could help you with it somehow. He's got a fake corpse over there, so I already know all that. You know, if you're going to have competition, at least be honest. Well, I guess you could say they're both liars, depending on your point of view. Or they're both telling the truth. Alright, maybe I could help you with it somehow. Indeed, my secret card reading wasn't in vain. The cards foretold that a kind Gaggio would come and help me with my misfortune. Ah. Uses gypsy words. Okay. The gypsies look at you cunningly and comes a bit closer. You instinctively place your hands on your pockets. Listen, handsome, call this his bluff. He can't have a real mummy. I'm never going to believe that. Sure, no problem. I'll check it out. What are you willing to give me for it? Nah, why would I? One crook is deceiving the other. Who cares? Sure, no problem. I'll check it out. Ah, thank you, handsome. I don't really know how you're going to do it, but you are so clever. I bet you'll think of a way. Alright. Interesting. We already talked to him and everything. An unattractive, deceitful man is greedily looking around. Okay. We already talked to him. Here's the money. Let me see linen. We've been through all this. Okay. Oh, okay. So that all disappeared. So let's take a look at linen. Watch the mummy closely. Sniff. Rummage the mummy's pockets. Tickle. And yeah, no, you can't touch the exhibit. Step back from the mummy. Can we talk to him and see what he says? What his... Tell me how you got his mummy. How did you retrieve it from the destroyed Moscow? I can't believe it. Another questions. How did you deliver it to KRZ? During the Great, yeah, of course, another question. How do you keep it preserved? Is that so? Another question. Let me talk to, okay. Tell me about yourself, mister. Oh, haven't I introduced my... Oh, okay, so I hadn't talked to this part about it. Oh, haven't I introduced myself? I'll amend it at this very moment. Great Anatoly at your service. A showman, as they used to call it in the West, an amateur historian with philosophy degree from VA Steklov University, as well as your humble guide to the maze of Comrade Lenin's life. Try me. Okay, tell me about the life of Vladimir Lenin. Sure. Well, let's talk about his childhood. The future leader of the Commentarian was born in the town of such and such, now known as Simbursk, in the family of a state collector, Alexis Sandra, and a mighty bear hunter, Ilya. Blank in his childhood. Lenin took part in one of his father's expeditions to the far north, where he personally shot a giant bear with his crossbow. This is utter nonsense. The names and titles are all wrong. Everything's wrong. Wow, it's so interesting to learn about Lenin's life. Yawn. Yeah, well, I see. I have no knowledge of Lenin's life whatsoever. So I don't know if he's lying around his ass about his lying out his ass or not. But the fact that we have this one, I'm going to take it that my character knows. Everything is very much right. I rely exclusively on the latest discoveries of historians. Rely exclusively. Okay, tell me about his youth. His youth, Lenin spent hiding from the Royal Guard in a Finnish survival shelter on the shores of the Baltic Sea. During that time, he managed to read Marxist capitalism as well as meet his future wife, Tatyana, in the World War I trenches of Verdun. So, okay, oh Lord, that's complete and utter nonsense. So, I'm going to take it my character. Not at all. It's the truth that's been kept secret from regular people for a long time. Tell me about his childhood. Okay. Tell me about his... So, this guy is just feeding people lines. Ah, yes, after the Tsar's gendarmes executed Vladimir, his brother Alexander III, he arrived to this starving Leningrad in an armored car, and in December started the Greater October Revolution. During it, the new economic policy was implemented. Kerensky was defeated, and political prostitute Trotsky was exiled. The rest is history. For us Eastern folk, this is all incredibly amusing. The way the history here is butchered is super hilarious. Okay, I'm glad you guys, because since I don't know nothing about Lenin and whatnot, it's, you know, it's kind of dry, but I'm glad that it actually, for folks that live in the eastern areas, I guess over in Russia, Poland and all that, this actually makes some sense, and I wouldn't doubt if, you know, that, I don't know where I'm going with that. That's cool that it actually, somebody gets a good kick out of that. I'm not getting a physical pain from listening to this stream of lies. There's not a drop of lie here, just a slight exaggeration perhaps. Okay. Okay, let's change it. Let's see, so we got the life, about the mummy, talked about himself. Tell me about Lenin's heroic feats. Okay. You can't have had a victory over a monstrous Miramac if he's freaking dead and you got his corpse. There are 3 great feats in the life of Lenin apart from the revolution: his victory over a monstrous Miramac, single-handed building of Stalin's skyscraper, and the taming of the bloodthirsty Fanny Kaplan. Oh my god. In the memorable year of 1917, the dwellers of the Petrograd were terrorized by a horrendous giant Miramac. This monstrous ant that reached the size of an elephant due to the effect of radiation chamber of the eccentric zoology professor Vladimir such and such tormented citizens who were suffering already as it was. It ate the buckwheat harvest and caused hunger in the Volga region. But Lenin wasn't taken aback by it. He dragged a log to the Mirmak's lair, carved it into a stake, and put the monster's favorite food, buckwheat porridge, on its very tip. When hungry, Mirmak rushed to eat the porridge. He impaled himself on the stake. Mirmaks appeared only recently after the war. What are you talking about? It wasn't a modern-day Mirmak, but a Mirmak from back then, a result of an experiment gone wrong at the Red Ray State Farm. Okay. Tell me how he built a skyscraper all by himself. Same to say as the Lincoln rolling around on a dino. Hey, some people actually believe that. Just so you know. Hey, Patient 13, how you doing today? And thanks for the follow and welcome to the pack. One day, Conrad Stalin decided to build what is called a skyscraper in the center of Moscow. But since the general electrification hadn't yet reached the city of Kazan, the all-USSR garner of the particularly sturdy ally, this idea of his was, so to speak... Hold on a second, something happened to the dog. Hey, thank you, man. Alright, he was just, fell out the couch, so he's all good now. Hey, Sticks Live, thank you for the follow as well, man. Sorry about that. Lukey fell off. Patient Zero was your dad. Yeah, happy holidays. Okay, so not just yet for the zombie outbreak. Alrighty. At least that means I got some time, right? One day, Stalin decided to build what is called a skyscraper in the center of Moscow, but since the, particularly sturdy ally, this idea of his was, so to speak, put on hold. It was once again Lenin who suggested the right solution. Let's use the granite from the quarry of the Neva Quay to build it, said the leader.